Girl Bella.
Hello babes, welcome back to my channel. This is your resident brown girl Bella, bringing you luxury beauty with a twist, because we bring luxury with a little laughter and beauty with a little banter here on this channel. Today I am going to be bringing you something new from Patrick Ta. This is his Major Skin Hydra Luxe Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation. You see, they did not listen to Brown Girl Bella and shorten their titles, so I had to make sure we got it right. But I am going to premiere this, tell you all about the newest foundation. We're going to get into the ingredients, the coverage, and all that. We're even going to do a little wear test, and then I'm going to come back with some final thoughts. So if all that sounds good to you, then leave it where you got it, because here I come.
Oh, please.
So first and foremost, I want to thank the brand for sending this over to me. They sent it in the shade Golden Olive, which is number 22. So hopefully that is going to be the right shade for me. Let's get into the box, which, as you know, is rose gold. That is his signature color for his cosmetics. And the packaging, baby, Major Luxe. It is in a glass container. The top, which is a cube-like consistency, hard plastic, but very decent. It has his initials, Patrick Ta, on the top. Then it continues with its rose gold pump. The plating here is also rose gold, and it is a significant plaque that is on the glass container. And this is, I believe, 1 fluid ounce. Yes, 1 fluid ounce, or 30 milliliters. It comes in about 30 different shades. And this is supposed to be a luminous medium coverage foundation. It is vegan and cruelty free. And let's see what else they say about it. It is made with serum inspired ingredients. It is a buildable, as I said, medium coverage formula that boosts hydration and blurs imperfections, and to shake well before use. So I'm going to shake it. All right, I think that's good enough. And let me grab one of my brushes. I think I'm going to use my Sonia G fan brush from her Lotus series, and we're going to put 1 drop right on there. I think I did like a drop and a half, but I did not shade match myself, so we're just going to go right in. And I will tell you, first of all, she's good, but she's a little deep for me. I might have been better fared with the neutral instead of the medium. I probably could have gone, instead of golden olive, I probably could have gone to like maybe 18. That's my goof, that's not theirs, because they asked me what color. So 19 golden is still like a golden shade, but she's around my complexion. I could probably go with 19. Let me see what else they have. 20 is also a golden shade. She's a little deeper than I am. And then let's see, 22, which is what I have. And that's how it looks on 22. So yeah, I probably could have gone to 19 and had it work a little bit, but this is fine because it's almost the end of summer, so it's blending in rather well. I love the way that it spreads across my face. Definitely don't need to use a lot. I use 2 pumps, but I'm really just trying to spread it out all over my face easily and just kind of making sure that the coverage is completely all over the face and down my neck. Definitely feel luminous in the skin as it's presenting itself. Let me put a little bit of concealer on. I don't have any Patrick Ta concealer, but I'm just gonna put a little bit of my matte concealer on, because that's also in a warm shade. I'm just going to blend that out. I'm looking at the skin. It is very luminous, this coverage. I love it. Do you need to put any powder on? Depends on how you like your foundation. If you like your foundation with a little bit of matte but still luminous, I would put a little bit of powder on. But do you absolutely need it? I don't think you absolutely need to powder it. But for the purposes of this video, I will show you. Maybe I'll do one side powder and one side not, so we can kind of tell the difference. Just gonna powder one side of the face so you can see how it looks matte, and then versus the other side how it looks without any powder. So I'm just sprinkling a little bit of my LYS translucent powder in Banana onto the skin. And it definitely did not take away the luminous look to the foundation, but it did mattify it a little bit so it's not as shiny as this side is. So this is the side without any powder, and then this is the side with the powder. So you can see it did stop a little bit more of the shine from coming out, but the skin still looks very, very luminous. So I love that. We're gonna start with the powder. I'm gonna put that on first. Dab it right into the apples of the cheeks and bring it upward. And then we're gonna follow that up with the cream next and punch that in on top. Patrick Ta's highlighter, and this is in the shade Daddy. This is the only one that I have. It's been sold out, so hopefully I can get it this fall. So again, I'm gonna go in with the powder first, and this is like a rose gold. We're gonna sweep that over the tops of my cheekbone. Ooh, look at that. I absolutely love this highlight, but I do want to get the one that is more champagne gold. I think that looks beautiful, and I believe that one is called Sugar. And we're just putting the cream right on top like we did with the blush. Do also have Patrick Ta's eyeshadow palette. This is the Major Dimensions 2 eyeshadow palette. So we're just going to open this up, and I love that he has the creams to kind of use as base. And then there's 2 formulas. One is light, one is dark. It has like a little plastic covering. And then again, you use the matte shades first, and then you put the beautiful toppers, which are all shimmer shades on top. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna go in with the cream formula first and put that all across the lid. So wiping that brush off, I'm gonna go, I feel a little rose goldish today. You know that's my favorite, babe. So I'm gonna take the matte and we're just gonna brush that on top of the lid. I'm going to line underneath using that same color in my bottom lash line. Grab that sparkly rose gold color, this one right here. So we're gonna take another of my Sonia G and we're just going to tap that onto the lid. So this is around the 4-hour mark, and that's usually around the litmus test for me to see if it is breaking up anywhere. And I am looking in my mirror. I don't see any breakage of the foundation where my skin has started to perspire. I don't see anything that leads me to believe that this foundation is not lasting on my skin. It looks just as radiant, just as luminous as it did when I first started this morning. I will tell you, this is the side of my face that I did put powder on, if you remember, and this is the side that I did not put any powder on. And literally you cannot tell the difference whether I powdered or not. So that is a great, great testament to how well this foundation forms on your skin, because you can go without powder on days maybe you forgot or maybe you don't want to put any finishing powder on, and know with confidence that the foundation will stay. And I love that. The foundation stayed. It looks just as great on my skin as the first hour, now in hour number 4. So I'm going to leave it on for the rest of the day. And I will put a pinned comment in and let you know if anything occurred while we're off the air as it relates to the foundation. But I have a feeling that it's not going to move or budge anywhere. I have no reason to fear that this product is going to move or do anything out of the ordinary. I did see a couple of other YouTubers in the beauty segment try this foundation on at dry skin and use this, and they loved it. They said that, you know, it moisturized their skin. Patrick Ta also says that you don't need to put any moisturizer on to kind of prep the skin before you apply this foundation, because the foundation will act as a moisturizing base and a hydrating base for your skin. I definitely see that in my skin, although I did put moisturizer on and I also put my sunscreen on, which is important to note. So my skin was very heavily moisturized before I put the foundation on, and it still just gives me a nice luminous finish without it being too oily, too cakey, or breaking up because of the foundation being applied on top of other products. So it plays in the sandbox very nicely with others. This retails, by the way, for $58, which is about what I would expect for a foundation of this caliber. Like I said, it is in a glass container. The top, although it's plastic, it is very weighty. It's not too weighty, but it's a good size. And I love the presentation of this. I think he did a very nice job on presenting us with this. $58 is about, you know, what I would spend anyway for a foundation of this caliber. Just to give you all kind of a sense of other foundations that I have. As you know, I love also Mother Pat's foundation. This is also in a glass bottle. It's more frosted than this one. This one is kind of clear, and this one is kind of frosted, but they both have a signature plate on. I think Mother Pat's is kind of woven into the bottle, whereas this kind of sits on top of the bottles. That is the only difference. And I believe this is $68 and this is $58, but they are both 1 fluid ounce. Another thing that I would say, although this is a medium coverage foundation, you can use it sparingly, just all over your face, maybe pump and just put it all over your face for like a light coverage. So if you want just, you know, a hint of foundation, you don't want it to be too cakey, I wouldn't do like 2 pumps, which is what I did for my face. I would maybe do like a half a pump or a pump for a lighter coverage if that is what you are looking for. But I will say, even with the medium coverage, like I still see my freckles on my nose. I still see like things on my skin. So it's not like it covers completely everything, but it does kind of blur any imperfections and really makes your skin look luminous and bright. So again, I will check in again. I'm going to take a picture outside, and I'm also going to pin a comment so you can see how this performs. But I gotta say, Patrick Ta, you knocked it out of the park with this one. I love it. I love the way my skin turned out. I love the way it looks on my skin. And I definitely will be using this much more often as the days come through. So that is it, babes. That's all for today. If you are looking for foundations, please do consider this. I will leave the link to how to get it in my description box. As you know, everything that I use and I link is affiliated, so a portion of the commissions from each sale when you click and purchase comes back to my channel in terms of giveaways that I do throughout the year and things that I do and share with you on this channel. So I thank you in advance for your support. And until we meet again, babes, you have now been bellified.